Good morning, traders. Joseph here from Eightcap. Welcome to this week's Asian session update. So thanks for tuning in. We'll just get into it. So at the moment, looking at the pound yen, so far this morning we are seeing bit of a mixed bag at the moment with the risk majors are lower, and we are seeing to the USD, and we are seeing markets trying to push into some leads against the Japanese yen. So the yen is definitely the weakest of the safe havens at this stage. The dollar had a very strong Friday. We're seeing further buying so far this morning after that strong finish to the week. This was around the NFP. We had much higher than expected payroll figures and slightly higher than expected unemployment data. So the US 30 though was a bit of a start on Friday. We can see a very strong move on Friday, and this was after the bill came through, raising the debt ceiling and avoiding a default in the US. And oil is definitely a bit of a talking point so far this morning. So OPEC and Saudi Arabia met over the weekend, and Saudi Arabia has put forward that they're going to bring in some production cuts. OPEC is sticking to their 2023 production advisement, and we can see that very strong finish to the week from oil, and we can see a gap higher this morning. It's around at 2%. The resistance area that we want to see tested and beaten is up at 74.22, and we can see that pretty clear support down around that 67.50 area. So it's really up to price now to see if it can back up and break this to get out of this consolidation that we've been trading in for a while. Gold at this stage in the morning is slightly higher, but after Friday's very strong move down, you can see a bit of a downtrend in play here. There's pretty firm resistance. There's a very firm resistance here at 1980. And we are wanting to see if this support here at 1940 can continue to hold, and if we will see another test. Possibly if we do, it does look like momentum is on the seller side right now. And if we do see another push by the dollar, will we see a push down to test that support? So we'll be watching that a bit during the day. The Aussie is definitely a market to watch at the moment. We can see this very strong move on Friday. Will we continue to see any moves higher, or will the dollar strength sort of cut that down? There's a fair bit of resistance here, previous low here, and we are seeing a fair bit of supply up around this area here. So we'll continue to see if buyers are able to make one new push higher and try and get turn this into something a little bit more than just a two-leg rally. Now the RBA meets tomorrow. Rates are expected to, there's a bit of confusion on this actually at the moment. So with the last inflation data, they were expecting a rate hold, but I think now there's a bit of talk that we could see another 25 points added. So the RBA decision tomorrow will be an interesting one in terms of, well, locally for us here. And will we see another rate increase after the market sort of was looking for a hold? So that's at 2:30 tomorrow. We'll get into the news in a moment, but this sticking with the AUD, we'll take a look at the ASX 200. It had a very nice two-day rally after higher than expected inflation last week. Sort of drove the market down, but that all changed pretty quickly by the end of the week. We are seeing resistance up here at 7240, and we'll look to see what will happen tomorrow. If we do see a rate hold, will that then push the market back above that resistance? Or if we do see rates increase, are we going to see this area continue to supply, and will we see another move down, sort of maintaining this push down that we've seen here? But at the moment, it's looking pretty junky. There's not too much in terms of direction at the moment. So I think a little bit will come down to tomorrow and what comes out in the statement, and if we do see a hold or an increase. The Nasdaq was another market that had a very nice end to the week. We saw it put in new highs for 2023, and the JPN 225 had another amazing session after Thursday's rally, and it pulled back all of those losses, and we saw that move all the way back up to 32. And it's been a really interesting market so far this year, and it's been quite enjoyable to watch, and this trend has just been an exceptional trend. It's not a market I trade personally, but I do like to watch it, and occasionally it will just produce one of these stunning runs, and it's been one of the best the best performers in terms of stocks so far, and visually individually and I think as well percentage wise as well, and just how how strong this run has been and how quickly it has come back up to 32 after at one stage not too long ago being down at 25. So quite an interesting one there, and definitely one to watch. A lot of the ranges intraday are quite wide as well, and there's a lot of action going on in it during the sessions. So this week we'll have a look at some of the news that's coming out. So obviously we had the OPEC meetings over the weekend. We have Swiss CPI coming out today at 4:30. Earlier, so at midnight tonight, so with the ISM services PMI out of the States. Tomorrow we have the cash rate for Australia and the RBA rate statement. That would be one to definitely have a look at. At the moment they're still showing a hold, but there is a lot of talk about a possible increase as well. The RBA governor is speaking on Wednesday, and we have Australian GDP as well on Wednesday, looking for 0.3%. We have more rates on Thursday from the Bank of Canada, 4.50 expected at hold, and unemployment claims on Thursday as well for the US, and we have Canadian employment change and the unemployment rate on Friday. So definitely not the busiest week news-wise in terms of punchiness, but there is a couple of things to keep an eye on. Definitely the RBA, if you do trade the Aussie, or the ASX 200 will be one to watch. Now, just to cap off, we'll just have a look at some of the crypto markets. Now, crypto had some interesting moves over the weekend. So Bitcoin, they are weaker this morning, but it was some positive trade earlier in the day, and we did have a bit of a move up to nearly 27.5. Sellers have sort of kicked in at the moment with the dollar sort of firming, so it'll be interesting to see if Bitcoin can hold just hold this area here of 26,815 down to 25,403, and if we are seeing a pretty decent consolidation forming now after this decline. And we still remain in this uptrend here. So we do hope to see buyers get back into the game, and we would like to see if they can get back above and break this level here, and then try and get the this uptrend going again. So yeah, it is treading water for now, but the onus, and it still does look like it does want to try and maintain this trend. But if we do see a break below this area here, that would be a bit of a worry. Ethereum, we were watching on Friday. It did have all the hallmarks of possibly a continuation, so we had a break of this high here after that leg down. We had a break of the trend here. We had nice support, nice accumulation phase. We had our initial leg up. It has continued to consolidate. It does look like an ascending triangle. So again, we would like to see a break of this level here at 1906. To get a new leg up going. Everything still does look pretty bullish at the moment on the long term, even on the medium term at the moment. So we're just looking to see if buyers can regain control in the short term. It looked like they had some control on Friday, but for now that's sort of turned into a consolidation. Now Ripple continues to impress. You can see the prices here. It's back in the 50-cent zone, so that's it's quite an achievement again. Now Ripple's really running at the moment. We've seen since it put in, back in May, since it sort of tested this area here, we've seen a very nice push higher, which is 28%, and we are nearly back up to this level of resistance here. And what we'd like to see is if it can finally clear this area here. Now it's very close to it, and if we can break above this resistance here, it starts us to get back up to that that 57 area, and if we can get back up to the high 59s and the low 60s, that's a real solid sign, and it's finally clearing this long-term consolidation area here, and then we'll just continue to see where it can go. But for now, we really want to see if it can get back up here and break this level. That's that that 54.6/55 cents area, and everything at the moment does look pretty solid. So the trend looks nice and firm. It's got a lot of momentum, and we just want to see now if it can get some carry through. Otherwise, we did see some recoveries on some of the other coins that had been having a little bit of a bad time. So ADA, for instance, broke up here. It's cleared that resistance. It is back in it right now, but it cleared it on Friday, and we'd like to see if it can get back up to test 0.39, the mid 0.39 area. And So things do look like they're trying to, stabilize in crypto. We do have these consolidations, but we do need to see that next step from buyers to sort of show us that things are on the move. So some interesting little things to watch out for so far this morning and during the week. And we want to see this continue to keep an eye on a couple markets. So the NDX kind of hit new 2023 highs once again. The JPN 225, could we get back and close in the 32s? And really, can we see the US 30 now try and push up a bit further? One to watch though is the dollar, and we can see the dollar at the moment is pretty firm. The dollar does have a bit of work to do though. It really needs to get back up to and clear this 104.23 area. So, and oil as well, definitely oil is back on the march, and we want to see if it can get back up to and clear that resistance. So lots going on and lots to watch going forward for the next few days. So we appreciate your time. Thank you very much. We hope you have a excellent trading week, and thanks again, and wish you all the best, and bye for now.